There is nobody above or below you. You need to get rid of the pedestal in your mind that you place people on, that you place yourself on. Because the truth is, the version of you that is truth, your consciousness, your divine self, is the divine part in everyone else as well. And the minute that you judge another being, the minute that you disconnect from the universe, because that other being is really you, just in a different form, with a different face, different body, and different experiences, even a different mind. You know, we have to understand that we all have such different unique lenses and views of the world, but at our core, we are all the same universe. Every single one of us. And we may see the world in a completely different light. I mean, completely. But it's all you. That same higher being that is you is everyone else. Every single thing. So, the next time that you have this inclination to judge another being, remember that that's you in a different skin. That's you with a different life. And I mean, how can we judge something that was created by the universe? How can we judge something when we are all made from the same dust? You know, it is a lot more freeing to understand people than to write them off. It's easy to label them with names or things they've done, stereotypes they fit, but it's all an illusion, and it's not truthful. At your core, you are a loving being. You are filled with empathy and filled with compassion and understanding. So for you to be anything different, it is just not natural. It is not truthful to who you are. And that's why it doesn't feel good. Because, well, it's not who you really are. There may be judgment. You may have feelings of negative will on others, but those are just feelings, and feelings, they stem from thoughts, and thoughts are just illusions too. But at your deep core, it is all love. And talking about this at a little more understandable level, you will never, ever, ever solve hate with love. I mean, no, let me rephrase. You will never, ever, ever solve hate with hate. I mean, hate will never get you anywhere. Judgment, deprecation, it won't get you anywhere except for more hate and more despair. Now, you can solve hate with love, though. And I'm not saying it will work every time in your human interactions, but it's the only way. So, you must really see each other, too, as humans. I was listening to this podcast by Ram Dass. It's the Here and Now podcast on Spotify. And I listen to it every day in my car during lunch. And it's the highlight of my day. And he said this thing about how he used to walk past this homeless man, and he wouldn't really realize that he was like a real human being. He would plan out when he would give him money a week. He like had a budget for this homeless man, and he basically was just acknowledging the fact that he didn't find his humanity when he thought of this homeless man. He didn't think of him as an actual person with thoughts and feelings and, you know, a whole world through his eyes. And I realized that I do the same thing. When I pass homeless people, I always debate in my head. I'm like, should I even acknowledge them if I can't give them any money? Like, should I even say hi? Of course. You know, and these people, they're human beings. They have their own whole world inside of them. Just as you and I do. Their minds are just as complicated as yours and as mine is. And the way they view the world is just as real as the way we view the world. Instead of putting yourself in other people's shoes, you gotta put yourself in their mind. You gotta see through their eyes. I've been really embodying other people. When I feel judgment coming up, I really put myself into their body. I just place my consciousness there, and I'm like, this is me. This is the universe experiencing the world as this person, right? And boom, understanding. You understand that person. You no longer judge that person. You understand them. And that is the most important thing we can do for each other. We can understand each other and accept each other regardless of how we act and how we say things. And this isn't meaning to disregard unhealthy behavior, and it's not to excuse bad behavior, but it's to help us understand, because nothing good ever came out of judgment. Nothing. Because it's all you. Okay? And at the end of the day, we're all just doing the best that we think we can do. We're all just viewing our world through our perceptions, which is so different through 8 billion people. I mean, our perceptions. There's 8 billion perceptions of the world. Can you believe that? Just as intricate and as deeply unique as yours is. But you want to know who the you want to know what is perceiving that perception at their deep core. It is you. You, the universe, God, whatever you want to call it. This divine higher power is what's behind all of this. So to judge anything, is to judge that higher power, which is the only thing that exists. So then you're basically just living in a state of judgment. Anyway, on a worldly level, like a less far out scale, it's just important to be kind and accepting to everyone too. And I know it's easier said than done, but we can try, right? We can try. Okay. Anyway. Yeah, I don't know. We need to look at each other. We really need to feel each other, because I am just as much me as I am you. I'm gonna say that again. I am just as much me as I am you. So, you can't get too attached to this persona we lead, because we are much more than that. I hope this was understandable. I think so. But just spread love and compassion. And I'm not asking for perfection. Don't ask yourself for perfection either. Just try, you know? And if you spend your whole life trying, that's wonderful. I mean, success is leading a loving and peaceful life. And if I go to bed every day as a loving and kind being, not only at my core but also on my human form, you know, I'm really happy. So anyways, you guys are all deeply loved. I love you because, well, frankly, I don't know if this is gonna catch some people off guard, but I am you. Anyways, yeah, you're infinitely loved, and the only judgment that you ever feel isn't real. Oh, okay, bye.